I am prepared for whenever we're ready to do this shit.
I'm ready.
All right. You guys are actually gonna have to give me about 30 seconds as I prepare something. Hang on.
Should I make a point that I'm speaking on behalf of you, Pearson?
Probably, yes.
Because it wouldn't make
Otherwise,
sense.
It'll make no sense.
Yeah.
Just say due
Or
to
two
the
in it.
spell that he's under, he's asked me to speak for him.
What I want to hear is an on the streets of Whitebridge parable. Can we hear that?
It's kind of like that. It's not a parable, though. But it does talk about being on the streets of Whitebridge, yes. I like my parables, but I couldn't come up with one in time.
I don't have a problem with it. It'd just be funny if she was delivering it.
It is like the one time where Fat Tony... Gosh darn Fat Tony.
God damn it,
We had a house invasion. All he cared about was the kitchen.
Because he was fat. Wink! Hey!
I'll
He was
be
a
here
great
all
guy,
week.
though. He was a great guy.
Oh man,
Good old Fat
he's
Tony.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, he's fantastic. Oh, he's
Ironically, he was only like 120 pounds. He was skinny.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, he's
Great
he's-
metabolism.
I think it was like his name was what is the word?
PHAT. It meant he was really cool. He was fat.
Yeah,
Street speak.
right.
He only weighed like 200 pounds. He wore his weight fairly well. But he just kept talking about food and stuff, so we call it Fat Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, he kept talking about food, he kept eating constantly, so, kept saying, hey, if you keep eating like that, you'll get fat. So he just kind of stuck.
Okay. I am ready. Sorry about that.
All right.
Okay.
So, I will lay the scene. So, when you guys return, let's say we'll say a day and a half later. You return to the werewolves, and you already see not only is the princess in a human form, but 3 of the werewolves are also in human form. The others are, and this is very strange, they are less wolf-like and more human-like, and they are sitting cross-legged, which they would not have been able to do when you first met them. So there's clear signs that they are learning, and there are 3 others who have already mastered it, or at least, enough to turn into a human. And that is the scene that you see before you. The princess stands up and goes to you and says, "You've returned."
Yes, we would like to speak with everyone.
She nods, and one of the humans, who is a guy roughly in his late 30s, he has short black hair, comes to Finn.
Finn?
Right? Yes. Comes to
That's
Finn
my name.
and looks down at you. And I'm trying to remember that you're in a wolf form. And
Yes.
Says, "I am... you knew me as Viramo. That was not my name. It was simply... I have strong memories of that family. But I wanted to thank you."
Oh. You're welcome. I'm glad to see you're doing well.
He nods, and he says, "I can only hope that you can find peace as well."
I hope for that as well.
He nods, and he says, "You wanted to speak?"
Yes. I would like to talk to everyone about what the plan is next.
He nods and gathers the werewolves so that you have an attentive audience. And there are about 30 there with you. And I'm not going to keep calling him Viramo. Hang on. Human name generator. Because I am really, really, really bad at
That is
this.
a really fancy name.
We're attempting to get them to relocate. Do we have any idea where Or
Sunset Isle.
Sunset Isle?
Yeah, well, not
Sunset
Sunset Isle.
Tower. The
Sunset Tower. Okay.
The Alanacy Forest.
All right.
But that's open to. We can find another area for them if they hate it, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So the purpose is to convince them to put aside their their plans for vengeance and to relocate. So that's the purpose of the speech.
All right. Marshall. His name. He tells you his name is Marshall. He gathers about 30 werewolves and tells you that the rest will, like these 30 will represent the will of them all.
Okay. All right. Finn will trot up, kind of trying to set herself on top of a rock or something so she's not quite so short. And she'll say,
Bark, bark.
Please,
Sorry.
do not. I'm a thespian. All right. So, we're all gathered here today because we need to plan what you all intend to do next. And myself and my companions think it would be best if you relocate. I'm sure everyone is angry and upset and would want to take vengeance for the wrongs that have been committed to you, but my companion over here, she kind of tilts her muzzle over to Pearson.
He gives a nod.
He is familiar with vengeance, and unfortunately, he has a spell cast upon him in which he cannot communicate as well as he would like. So I am here on his behalf to speak his own words. So, all right. He says...
Oh, Pearson will take up the sheet of paper then and maybe go over to...
just hold it in front of her face.
Finn. No. He's going to place it in front of the rock in front of her and then step by. But he's going to stand nearby-ish, not to steal her thunder, but his eyes are going to be accompanying the words that you say.
Okay. I grew up on the streets of Whitebridge as a gangster, a thug, and a murderer. The Stonebridge Kings, my gang, had a vendetta against about 6 others. They would kill us, we would kill them. And on it went. There was always a good reason to burn down someone's house, to stab them in an alleyway, to murder their kin. After all, they did it first. It's a cycle of blood and shit and hate. And you can't end that cycle with more death. I know this firsthand because I tried. I tried for years. Then, someone showed me another way. She said to me, Pearson, your life is like a rigged game. No matter how hard you try, it'll always end up the same. But you can't lose a rigged game if you don't play. So don't play the game of vengeance. Don't play the game of hate. Play the game of life. Come with us. We can take you to a new home free from this complete bullshit. Revenge isn't your ally. We are. And she'll look up at Pearson.
He'll give a nod. He doesn't want to ruin it by a fucking rhyme.
Bark. All that time. That's all you hear is bark.
Which is too bad because out of game Inferno thought you did splendidly.
Why, thank you.
But in game, all you heard was barks until the last bark.
Well, I can read you. Bark. Bark.
Well, my query would have been beforehand whether Pearson would have had anyone, like all the other people of the group, like go over the stuff and like make sure that it was constructed in a reasonable enough fashion.
You know,
or whether like Pearson just did that straight from the heart.
I think Pearson just did that straight from his heart. He doesn't do editing.
I didn't think so, but I wanted to check.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
In that case, those barks sounded beautiful, I'm sure.
Yeah, Cole, for the rest of the group, he is translating, but every once in a while he's just like, vengeance is a play toy?
Although, if you wanted to be out of character, if you wanted to be aware of what the words were said, it's still written down at the end of the speech. I am certain you'll be able to read it.
All right, I am considering. I don't think that needs a roll. I might have one more question. Just give me a second.
If you have a question, then Finn will have to answer it herself.
Right.
Yep.
Or someone else in the group, too. Pearson could even try and rhyme, but...
Give me 1 second.
Can Finn even read as a wolf? Yes, Finn can still read. Words don't change. She did.
Words
reading
change?
Just reading chat.
Be the greatest epiphany I've heard so far. Words don't change. She did.
Words don't change.
Yearbook quote right there.
Just a picture of, instead of like, you'll see like a bunch of human classmates, and then you'll see this wolf. Finian. Quote, words didn't change. I did.
Oh, I started doing yoga and that really hurts to laugh.
What I want to do now is see like a fucking like Photoshop image or what have you with BJ's face like fucking put in the yearbook.
I'm working on it.
Like Doge.
Doge. That's sideways. That's side glance.
I thought the entire time when going through it was just thinking about the words in slam poetry form.
I squeaked there. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
We're helping the GM here. Consider the serious situation. We should behave.
Yes.
Sorry.
There was a little Spanish plate.
God damn it, cat! I'm trying to concentrate.
Mo.
All right. All right. Okay. The wolves discuss with themselves for a long time. Finn and Cole, you catch phrases. God damn it, cat! I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry.
Uh-huh.
One fucking hell of a phrase from them.
I guess it makes sense. I mean,
They are wolves. They probably hate lions.
Who brought this fucking cat here?
Okay.
Also, my soul's in a cat.
You hear phrases like "can't forgive," "deserves to die," "not our way," and not like these all seem like arguments one side or the other. It seems like there's an argument going back and forth, if that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
After some considerable time, Marshall comes back and he goes not to Finn, but directly to Pearson, and he says, "I understand your words are hindered, but we need to hear it from you.
Mm-hmm.
If someone took away everything from you, your entire life, could you forgive them?"
Pearson's going to just say straight from the heart, which means he's going to get a few shocks, but whatever, he'll suck it up. And he'll say, it wouldn't be instantaneously, that's for sure. Ugh, shit. But in time, I could. I'm not asking you to forgive the motherfucker. I'm asking you to just not to kill him. There's two different... There's a big difference between the two.
there are murmurs or barks among the wolves. And Marshall turns after what you said. He stares at you for a very, very long time, considering. And you notice that his eyes, he doesn't look special, if that makes sense. But his eyes look very, very older than he looks, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And he turns around and he says to everyone, there is wisdom in what he says. And there are some barks, and then everything quiets down, and then he turns to everyone else and he says, we are willing to relocate, at least until we have mastered ourselves. We all are regaining memories of who we are, our families, our friends. We do not wish to lose this forever, but until we can control ourselves, we are not safe. So we are willing to do as you ask, under one condition. We will not kill the prince, but neither will we allow him to rule, to be in power, to be in a position to do this to anyone else. He does not have to die, but he must face justice.
Metagame question right now. Can we accept that?
Yes, we can.
I'm sorry.
I thought you were asking if I would accept the metagame question. My apologies.
It's fine.
Thanks for making up my mind, God.
You know what, Squee? No, I don't accept.
That's bullshit.
I thought it was. Will you accept a metagame question? My absolute apologies.
All right. Anywho, I get it. It's fine. I'll accept. Yeah, out of character, I'll accept the condition. It'll make it a little bit harder for us. I would have preferred the blackmail link, but
we can still do that as a way to prompt him into a fight, so that we can argue self-defense.
Or convince him to step down.
Yes, I'm sure that will equally make him angry, so we can attempt that too. Burn? Can we accept that, Burn?
Jesus.
I don't fucking I don't know how we can not kill him.
We'll find out.
They don't have to. It's better for us to handle it ourselves anyway.
Yeah, no.
Right? I mean, otherwise we don't want these werewolves to die.
You know what? If we do it and he attacks us, then we're killing him in self-defense. Not
exactly. We are constructing legal justification that we will use when we beat down the walls of Ironhall, right?
Yeah,
so, can we accept not having Prince Eodrin rule Burn?
Yeah.
Piff, can we accept Prince Eodrin not ruling?
I am all for him not ruling.
Kriana, can we accept Prince Eodrin not ruling?
Fuck that guy.
Okay, then I will spin into an alternate question back in character. You there? And Jarek will point at Marshall. Not I heard you mention the name Virmal. What affiliation do you have with that?
He looks a little uneasy, and he says, my memories are still coming back, but I was friends with one. He died many years ago, but he was important to me.
How common is the Virmal surname?
Not common.
Didn't think so.
Fuck you.
You are speaking to a Virmal right now. Is there anything your returning memories wish to say?
He considers you for a while. The man I knew had a son. He was very young when last I saw him. I have very few memories, but I do know that he was quite fond of the little boy. Even if he wasn't always able to show it. He would drink with me and talk about how proud he would be of his son.
Now, this Veermore, was he hanged by chance? Do your returning memories, recall that?
He thinks long and hard and says, he was untimely killed. I don't remember how, but I remember the emotion I felt at hearing it.
All right. Well, as a Veermole, I can assure you that Prince Eldrin will not climb to the throne, and if he attempts to do so, I'll eat his soul myself.
And with that, the fucking wreath of amethyst energy streaks out, completely shredding the covering around his skeleton arm.
Many a wolf is taken aback. There is a silence for a long time, and eventually the princess says, how... She sighs. If we are to relocate, I would go with my brethren. I do not know if Colhaven would accept me anyway, and if they found out what I was.
You know as full well as I do that they wouldn't.
They would not.
The moment word got out, they would.
And then he lets that trail off.
She nods and she says, then it would be our daughter. But she would need
Yes.
a regent.
Yes, she would.
Someone Colhaven would respect. And she's staring at Jarek.
I am familiar with a few individuals, having served extensively in Colhaven. I have some ideas.
She nods and says, I am familiar with one. One who is not incredibly well known, but their title as champion of Lady Selene is one who has shown himself to be, though rather grumpy, incredibly intelligent and fair-minded.
Princess, I don't think that was anyone I was thinking of.
No, I don't think it was. She's still staring right at you.
Pearson gives a satisfied smile.
Jarek will allow the anger to consume him, and
Oh,
the
good.
features go into a mixture of a glare and a sneer at the princess.
Especially, she continues, trying to ignore it. Faltering a little bit, though, because let's face it, Jarek's kind of intimidating. She says, especially if this person brought a prince guilty of heinous crimes to justice, endearing himself to the people of Ironhall.
Well, Princess,
Jarek will, lean in.
you have intimate familiarity with the movings of court. How would you suggest I go about castrating the power of Prince Eldrin?
She says, it's simple. Use me. I will go with you. I will reveal myself as a werewolf to give proof to his horrible crimes. You will, hopefully, have him in chains, or perhaps his body. Whatever the case may be, you will be the hero that saved Ironhall. I will be the proof.
Jarek will actually allow compassion to go through here, and he'll lift.
Princess, if you were to return to Ironhall and reveal yourself in such a fashion, the consequences,
She nods and she says, if I don't, then that man will continue to rule. And my brethren will die trying to stop him.
Look, there has to be some other approach that could be taken. There is no need for you to spend your life in such a fashion.
She shrugs. How else? There needs to be proof. We need to show what he did. Our word versus his is not enough. Our word with me as evidence is.
All right. I hate peasants. All right. Jarek like rolls over that thought. I hate peasants in his mind again.
She raises an eyebrow, and if said champion were to show mercy and leniency on the poor wretched soul that was a victim of his crimes, perhaps I might be spared losing my head.
I was already attempting to come up with a way in which that could transpire, princess. I can't believe I'm considering this. Jarek will then say, all right then, you're traveling with us now, prisoner.
She nods, and she says, give me a moment to say goodbye.
So be it.
It's rare to see Pearson smile wildly and authentically. In fact, you've probably only seen that like 4 times. All
With
of
his
them have been
family.
with his family. But this time, he's smiling because he's happy. Genuinely happy. And not in like that smart ass I told you so way. As in like, this was the best resolution we could ever get kind of way.
Jarek will actually stop walking next to Pearson, like his back turned toward the werewolves, and reach out and put a hand on Pearson's shoulder gently.
Pearson will look to Jarek.
Clench it once, and then he'll lift it and walk away.
Cool. No further reaction. All that's needed to be said was in the eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Eye talking, baby.
Step 1 completed.
And that's not for anyone else to know.
like
That's
a
our
video
own
game.
secret
Stage 1 passed.
All right.
All right, so that's
now
step 1.
Stage 2. What do you guys plan? How do you plan to go about this?
All right.
I have no fucking idea.
We're going to have to take the prince prisoner,
Yep.
and we're going to have to retrieve the region. So we head
True.
back to Fort Vigilant, and we ask for an audience under the pretense that we know the location, and then we mercilessly, without warning, beat him into unconsciousness. No preamble, no discussion. We surprise him. In the hopes that we have any attempt at surprising him. We've made our decision. Nothing he could say could change our minds. It could only stall us.
But he
Why
won't
is it
have
that
a
I-
lone audience with us, will he?
The only thing I could hope for is whenever he got angry at all of you, he sent you all away. And I think, and you'll have to remind me, Squee, whether the prince and I were alone together just for that moment.
The only other person in the room was the captain of the guard.
Okay. In that case, with that in mind, perhaps you folks could stand outside, because if the prince sees any of you, he could be angry. Stand outside the room. I asked to speak with the prince privately about the affairs and, prepare to divulge all the information. And I fucking open up. And basically, at the sound of negative energy, you all rush in. And if we have to fight our way up through guards, Cole has the necklace. So if he can get his feet on ground, we take the prince and we take the fucking daughter and we leave. Because
So
that's
that'll
what
be our escape plan?
That's our campaign goal, not to kill all of these guards. To
No,
take the
I don't want to
prince
kill them.
and her and the girl.
Hey, would you want to be sneaky about it? I'm not quite sure exactly how we can go about this, but I have one potion of sleep, which is basically a knockout thing.
Ooh.
Okay.
I
How
like
would
to
you think of using that?
Well, it has to be consumed by either drink or food, which would be a tough situation to get ourselves into. But that was
I got an idea. I got a crazy idea. We get ourselves a bottle of wine. We say maybe it'll be good wine or something like that. Doesn't matter, right? And we say we managed to plunder. Not only did we vanquish the werewolves, we took care of them, but we plundered what they've been robbing from, nearby trade caravans or whatever, right? And we have this great bottle of wine, and let's toast your victory, and we give everyone a glass. Including like the guards there, including the prince. Maybe even Jarek himself drinks from it. You know what I mean? They all go to sleep, and we come in, and we take care of the rest.
We're
If
just out.
if he would attempt to buy that, I don't know whether he might use it on all the guards. Alternatively, the bottle of wine could be used, the potion of sleep poured in. I can hand deliver it to him personally and vow that I tasted it myself to prove its efficacy. Say that it was so well, in the hope that he will accept this gift for a humble servant on behalf of the heinous words that Keen Stormsire, the companion, spoke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes, an
as an
apology
apology.
wine.
Yes, an apology wine.
I like that. I like that quite a bit.
You might want to do that for your own name, saying, "I got this for you for an apology for him."
Yes,
because if it
yes,
did come
yeah,
from
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that would be how I would go with it. In the hopes that my character's years of dedicated service and his known name would be enough for the deception to slip by.
I love
My
it.
God, what are we doing?
We are terrible people.
We
We're
are.
great people. We're going to
We're
be saving
essentially
everybody.
chloroforming a
We
regent.
acknowledge that we've been skeezy since day one. I don't
Yep.
think we
I
need
have
to
always
change.
tried
I
my
know you
hardest.
have, and you know what? Good for you, man. You've been the most noblest of them all. But let's drug that motherfucker.
I have no standing. I recommended we fucking kill the dwarf king.
I was about to say, this is a big arc for me where Pearson's like, yeah, let's send him to sleep rather than be like, let's put actual poison in it.
Well, just a little bit of poison will just numb his legs, and
I don't know how effective it's going to be. I think we're going to get into a fight anyway, but I do like the idea of trying it.
Yeah, why not?
Because if we lose out anyway, then we fucking go to plan nuke you in the face.
yeah.
Plan
Yeah.
pummel
Plan
fist.
B, which involves bludgeoning, lots of bludgeoning.
Lots
Oh.
of bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Good news, I got my bludgeoning tools with me. Holds up fists.
And then I have to explain to the Mad King why I ended up hurting his prince. You know what? Fuck him. Fuck
No,
all
no,
of
no.
you.
See, if you want to actually explain him, you could be like, we found him. He was totally against you.
yeah, he was plotting against
Oh
you.
my god!
Oh my God!
Oh my.
And we can prove it through the freaking werewolves and
And
shit.
Squeak can confirm, I already have my ideas. I plan on challenging the king, King Eodrain, basically calling him out and demanding a trial for how he has abused and harmed his people in these past weeks, as it is within my character's authority to do so.
This is great.
Great.
King Jarek, long live King.
No, Regent.
Regent.
Regent Jarek, come on.
And that's when I use the wish stone.
About that regent thing, can I make that into a crown and
That's when the official noble papers are prepared, showing that I am in fact of the noble bloodline, and
This actually would have happened in medieval times, but, and I know it's terrible for me to say it, you could marry the princess.
Well, be betrothed
Be
to marry
betrothed
the princess.
to marry the little kid.
oh yeah.
Yeah. So you would theoretically become the king.
How about we focus on the Fort Vigilance step first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember? I think
Getting a little weird here. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
a little
lie.
we're
Hey,
gonna play.
he was going to do stuff to your character's body, okay?
Okay, let's
God.
not think about the past.
It's not 3 though.
Are you defending him?
That's the line.
She's not 3. Anywho,
There is so much I want to resolve tonight. I want to continue, damn it.
Yes,
I
yes,
guess I can-
yes.
Yeah.
get this.
Yes.
Let's
going.
do. So
Let's digress.
I assume you guys are headed back towards the prince with Princess in tow as a prisoner.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
With sleepy wine.
I think that'll help get the foot in the door.
Mm-hmm.
What's up? What's up, Vern?
Did we want to call for a dragon backup? Or
Nah. Take-
no?
Takes long.
We're good. Okay.
Yeah.
I think so. Do the werewolves, by chance, did she perhaps have battle wine? I mean, I have a bottle of wine from the fucking gnomes whenever I bought shit from them, but I don't know whether that works. The werewolves have a bottle of wine.
Actually, that would be very exotic wine if you got it from the gnomes.
Fine. I mean, Jarek was trying to drink that in the quiet. Damn it, fine.
I'm being honest here. I don't see werewolves having lots of alcohol on them. So
You know, Piv suggested. I thought I'd go with fine. Fucking goddamn crack open this fucking undrunk bottle, take a sip so that there's room enough for the potion of fucking sleep. And
Fucking, I was gonna enjoy this when we kill Azale.
Listen,
Fucking,
this is
these
how
fucking
you-
norms and these fucking. They're fucking.
You know what? Don't drink all the wine, and then you can have some sleepy wine after we're done with the sale.
Knock himself out.
Wait, you can't go to. Wait.
I was wondering about that. I know that you don't sleep. I don't know if he has resistance to being put to sleep. I would say that it would work less on him at the very least.
There's a difference between not needing to sleep and physically being
that's-
able to go to.
Exactly.
it could still work.
Yeah.
I think my character could sleep if he wished to. Just, there's a lot of worries and concerns out there about people trying to ambush you while you're asleep, and he doesn't have to worry about that. Okay. So, crack open this beautiful last bottle of fucking gnomish wine, mixing the potion of sleep, and we walk back to Fort Vigilant, and at the guards, Jarek will say, I, Jarek Veermal, loyal servant of the royal family of Colhaven, have brought several gifts as well as what my prince desired. And Jarek will actually gesture to the princess, who is bound next to him.
Okay. You hear a call from up above saying, "Wait one moment." And then after a few minutes, the gates start to open. He says, and you hear, "Enter."
Okay. Jarek will motion. I guess everyone. Oh my God, Keen's gonna have to
Yeah.
stay out here as Kip.
Yeah.
I don't think the dragon can be allowed to come in here.
No.
Uh,
So both kings will have to stay out.
well, hang on. Let me do something here.
I'm gonna make everything dragon-sized. Dragon-sized.
No,
Dragon-sized.
no one's gonna stop them from entering if they choose to.
All right. I wasn't gonna insist on it, but I thought they might mention it. They're not gonna mention it though.
Well,
No,
here's my
Perfect.
reasoning behind it. The prince probably doesn't even know they're out here, and the prince just said, "Tell them to come in." So
Okay.
I can't imagine he would be specific enough to.
Fantastic.
Gotcha.
Fantastic.
I will make sure to mutter before we actually got all this started. For Kip to be next to me at all times.
Kip will, who's actually kind of getting walking down now.
Good.
It's
good.
Next to you.
I'm gonna stay by BJ Finn to make sure she doesn't start yelling dicks anytime soon.
Yeah. We will also
Grin.
we will also try to stay kind of in the background, if you know what I mean. Not. I know it's gonna be hard for a dragon to, but I mean,
Well,
not try to lead the pack. Try to be in the back. You know what I mean?
Yes.
The great benefit here is that the prince has his own secluded room, so if all of you are outside that, then he won't see you, and then you don't have to
Yeah.
worry about him reacting to it.
Yeah, exactly. The idea would be that we would be outside.
Okay.
outside of
Also,
the
Cole, for your knowledge, because it had been asked before, you can feel bedrock underneath you. But you do know that last time you were in there, the prince's house actually had a floor. But the outside is, it's not bedrock, but, it's dirt and bedrock. It would work.
Can we hack our way through the floor? Oh, shit. Okay. Jarek will lead, making sure that the princess is in front of him, and he won't have one of his throwing knives out for show. He's a fucking necromancer. You fucking vaporizer if fucking necessary. Fuck you. Fucking holding the blade out, and he'll stride all the way across to the prince's domain here.
Alrighty. Hang on, give me a second to move everything. I should probably find something in the way of sorry, Burn, you have control of it, Kip. No, I'm sorry, I should find some sort of map or something for you in case this turns bad.
Well, we'll just make sure it doesn't turn bad.
That is true. That's obviously choice number
We can
one.
zoom in. There we go. We just zoom in and use
Hang
just
on.
wooden flooring.
Maybe the house is actually that big, so I mean... So it's like, I mean, it's a pretty big house the way it is. I mean, fucking over 20 feet across? Are you fucking kidding me? And
Hey.
roomy.
fucking that many feet down? Jesus.
Hey, Squee. I know it was mentioned earlier, but would we be able to possibly either hack at the floor or what is the floor made of?
Wood.
Wood. Oh boy. Would I be
maybe-
able to use my acid breath on it?
Oh my god.
That was better than I had thought of. Shit.
Yes? I don't
was
see
like-
why not.
I was like, maybe there's like a back... We can make a back door. Fuck you, acid breath. Yeah, fucking go for it.
See, unlike Kip, I know how to use it. He still needs to learn a few
Sweet.
things.
That
He
is
still needs to
true.
learn.
And that's when you learn that the deformity is actually physical and that his body can't actually do it.
Oh,
Oh, that'd be
just got real
horrible.
sad.
Poor kid.
Fuck you, assholes. You went along with me 95% of the way. You can't do the last 5%.
No, how dare you?
Alright, give me 1 second. I've almost got something for you guys, so.
Okay.
And it is
Is it ice cream?
It is in no way a reused map of any kind.
It's tavern.
No.
God, is it the tavern?
No.
It's a tavern.
It's no.
Tavern.
Tavern.
As he quickly selects
Tavern.
another map.
Here, I'll play the music of my people.
Oh god.
Nice.
Hang on. I'll move you guys over in
The
just
music of your people
I
was...
appreciate the sound effects, Kriana. Play that in the slide whistle. That'd be hard.
That'd be amazing.
Oh wait, hang on. I'm putting everyone on the wrong layer again.
What the fuck is wrong with us? God damn it.
Alright, I need
Alright,
Pearson.
plan B is just kind of like, oh, I don't mind this bag that's in my head. Give it in. Just throw it over him, drag him away.
So, So this is an important question.
Mhm.
How long does this take to work, Piff?
It actually it says immediately fall asleep.
Yes.
Okay.
But it does last not longer than like normal sleep, and it also is it's also something along the lines of we cannot like really
Slap him?
throttle him or anything like that.
Treat him like a
he-
sleeping person.
Yeah, treat him like a sleeping person, and it is 1 to 6 hours of working.
All we need to do is just switch the bindings from lady to him. Easy peasy.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it to work.
Alright.
I think she'll be good at tying up her husband.
Hell.
I guess it depends on what their bedroom life is like. Alright, I just need to find
Just
said
paint the picture.
prince.
You need to paint it. It was already there.
Get on that.
Paint that picture.
Fine. Da 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 da.
I'm just seeing stick figures and just...
You know,
Just lines everywhere.
I'm very happy that we're taking a very relatively non-violent solution to all this.
We're attempting them at least.
We're tempting it. Yeah.
Alright.
We always have useful bludgeoning
What the hell is this?
It's
a happy
the
face.
picture I'm drawing.
Okay.
Maybe you can't recognize Kriana's artwork, you fucking ass.
Those are boobs.
I thought she was just doing that, putting her
You
hands on
fucking
herself.
ass. Those are boobs.
So, here we go. Completely perfect in every way.
Tavern.
Holy shit, these people are huge. Okay.
Tavern.
Let's see. Jarek will walk to the door and like look back at the others to the other side, and then like he'll like knock, or like he'll ask to be let in or what have you, or he'll step in.
You'll hear come in.
And Jarek, nudging the princess ahead of him with his staff, will step into the building.
All right. You step into the building and you see two bodyguards and the prince. The prince is at the table currently eating. And he looks up from his food and he sees his wife in front of you, and he stands up quickly and then gets a hold of himself and says, "So you brought the bitch to me."
Jarek will like kneel like on the ground, like close to prostrate, and say, "My lord, I know you requested for the location. However, you did not say what we should do with her, so I thought it best to bring her to you before I delivered the location. Please forgive my impertinence."
He shakes his head. He says, No, you've done well." And he goes up to her, and he's wearing his armor. So in a full metal gauntleted fist, punches her as hard as he can, and she falls to the floor, her face bleeding, and he goes, "That's what you deserve for betraying me." And with that, he huffs a bit and looks at you and says, "So, Jarek, you've proven yourself a true servant. Where are the other werewolves now?"
I will tell you that, but I do have another apology for interrupting your meal, and Jarek will actually pull out the bottle of rare wine. I do not wish to spoil your delicacies, and I brought you an apology as well for my rude traveling companion who dared to insult your royal bloodline. I politely and humbly request as your servant that you enjoy yourself before finishing off the monsters.
He looks at the gift, and he grabs it, swipes it from you, and says, "Well, of course I deserve an apology." And he walks back over to the table, puts it on the table, and he says, oh gosh, what did I name the little girl? I'm so horrible with names.
I don't remember
I
either.
don't remember. He calls his daughter in, and she comes in from one of the back rooms, and he takes her by the hand and leads her back over to her mom and says, "See, little one, this is what we do to traitors. This is how we respond to traitors." And he kicks her again.
Is the captain of the guard in here by chance?
Yes.
Or is he? Okay.
Yeah, he's right over here.
Okay. If I may also make a humble advisement, it is possible, though unlikely, that the other werewolves, the monsters, the creatures, the fiends noticed our taking of her, and might perhaps be planning a futile assault on the walls. Perhaps your captain there could see to it that the men are in top shape. You know how lazy guards can be when their lord is not controlling them properly. Jarek still keeps his head down.
He looks at Jarek for a bit, and then nods consent, kicks the princess one last time, and walks back over to the table. "Yes, you're right." And you see Delilah, which is the little girl's name. She's still standing there staring at her mom, and she's very quietly sobbing, as if afraid to make a noise. And he comes back to the table, and he says, "Yes, these men are lazy. And give me 1 second while I make a roll. Grim, low or high?"
Low.
takes a swig of the wine. And takes a swig of the wine, wipes it off on his mouth, and says, "Yes, let's go to..." Boom. Falls down. And the captain of the guard looks at that and says, "Poison!"
Oh, Jarek is about
That's
to
my
open up
cue.
on this motherfucker.
That's fuck you. Where do I come in?
All right, hang on a second. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I don't have access to.
You're about to.
Like-
1 second.
Thank
Because
you.
it still thinks that you're Kip. Or Keen. Or whatever. Alright, there you go.
Thank you.
Alright, give me 1 second.
We just all pile in at the same time.
Un momento. While I... oops, hang on. If everyone could... Roll initiative for me.
Okay,
Sure.
so because I'm using this, I will just do this.
Oh, well.
My body was ready.
Wow, dear God.
Wow.
Ready.
Mine isn't.
Nice.
Let's find out. Not really, no.
On to me. Did it go? Not.
Oh,
Oh.
crap! I need
Oh,
to.
that's me. Just as the guy is a baby junior. It's weird. I'm so confused on who I am.
Yes. Awesome.
Awesome. Blossom?
I can use my dragon breath 3 times this battle.
Okay. Alright. First things first. It will help me with the calculations. Are you guys going to town, or are you still going the non-kill method?
Well, we plan on going on kill, but
Got it. No. Yes. Go ahead.
I plan on attempting to kill these 2 guards.
Got it.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I just
Look,
figured we were gonna try just scoot away as fast as possible with the prince.
These 2 guards, sure, while people might say be like blitzing through the... Like, it takes time for Cole to activate his fucking swirling magics. You remember whenever we killed Shaltal the Beholder, it took like a half minute for us to like sink in completely. We can't have them have a half minute of attacking us.
Plus, I need to
Piercing
acid
to
the
handle
floor
a half
first.
minute. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can also handle
It's
half
not.
minute.
It's a matter of them calling out constant alarms and screams, and the fact that the captain of the guard's alive. I'd rather brutally eviscerate the guards outside are confused, like, what's going on? I guess we should like head over and check it out.
Yeah,
maybe."
and in the confusion, get away.
Yeah, you know what? Our characters will do as best as we can. Pearson's going to try and knock him out, but if Jarek tries to kill him, I mean,
Look, I can't-
such it is. You
I
know,
don't
that's
think
fine.
I don't think I can justify non-lethaling my lightning bolt. Right?
Understandable. Understandable.
Alright. Alright.
Here, I'll let me do this.
What the heck just happened?
I got an idea what to do though. It's too bad my initiative's so shit.
What?
So
Yeah, mine
I'll just
too.
have to wait. I got such a random question. What's the prince eating? Oh, fuck you guards. Why are you so fast? God damn it.
This needs to be 21.
Oh, wait, no, they're 16. Oh, that's excellent.
say
Oh, this is perfect. Oh, I'm excited. I'm
Okay.
so excited.
There we go. So there we go. Okay. So Prince is asleep. We'll give him a little. I think there's a sleepy sign. That's not. What I wanted.
That's a snail. It's okay.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Snails
That'll.
are pretty
We'll put a potion
Yeah.
there. He's asleep. All right.
Okay, he's asleep.
He's a
Snook.
sleepy snail. Whatever. Jarek, it is your turn.
All right, so Jarek, still kneeling on the ground, looks up, hisses, and let's see. Looks like there's only 2 enemies, 2 individuals whom Jarek wishes to consider enemies today. Although that might change. Let's go ahead and say there'll be 2 nearby enemies, and I need to roll attacks against that also. Terrible damage. Horrible 2d8 times 10. Make an attack roll against the top guy first. 30 physical defense.
I'm pretty sure that hits.
And then attack roll against the bottom guy. How about 31 versus physical
That
defense?
is also certainly a hit.
Then both of them can take 33 points of lightning damage, I guess.
That is. Not
I
bad.
suppose.
I guess. All right.
And you know, Let's see here. Prince is asleep. Why not make them feel awkward, like trying to engage the necromancer? Nuzzle up right next to the unconscious prince.
Oh god.
I end my turn.
As a free action, because she's not really involved in the combat, the princess actually just grabs Delilah and kind of covers her and shields her. So she's there, but she's
That's
not
good.
taking part. Yeah.
I did consider that, but that's good. Good job, princess.
All right.
Yeah.
Keen storm side.
Excuse.
All right, I am
Princess.
going to try and bound over to this guy, and melee him if at all
Okay.
possible.
Yes, it's possible.
So I need to roll a d20 plus 11 for the first.
I was going to say also, you can, since you're a player, if you want, instead of just taking that 12, that's basically the average damage, you could roll it out, which would be, hang on, I got to think.
40, 46, 40. No. Yes.
Yes, 46.
46
Per
okay.
attack, yeah. It's your
40.
choice. You can do the 12 or you can do 46 per attack.
Now I'll do 46.
Okay.
All right, so the first one is going to be a 20
All right.
and 19 damage. The second one is going to be a 19 and 10 damage.
Those both miss, unfortunately.
All right, so
But you do miss damage, so that's going to be
6 and 6.
6 and 6, yes.
12.
All right. He's staggered.
That is my turn.
Okay. Finn. Baby Junior. Go.
Well, this will be interesting. Finn will scamper over. Oh fuck! I don't know. Finn's just gonna go bite this guy in the leg.
Yeah.
Fucking cute. All right. So, Finn will attack.
That's a hit.
She does 16 damage. BB Junior is gonna walk over to the two and hug them.
While panting.
Oh, boy.
Like,
Okay.
oh, we're loving each other.
Okay.
Okay.
Pearson, your turn.
What was the prince eating?
Roasted chicken and vegetables. Or roasted
Excellent.
some sort of bird.
Wonderful. I want Pearson to just jump over this counter, grab the roasted bird, go over to this guy, and jam it into this guy's mouth.
Okay.
Can't talk with bird in his mouth. So what would you like me to do for a roll?
Do a regular attack roll. We're just gonna have it do, like, there's not really rules for it. We'll just do non-lethal damage.
Yeah, and the important is him to prevent him from yelling with chicken in his mouth. I want to just muffle him, right? I don't want to do a lot of damage.
Here's what I'll do. I'll add a +1 to his AC because of the specific target, but that's it. And that's enough to hit it.
25. Delightful.
So you shove
Chicken in
his
the
face.
mouth.
Yeah. All right.
There we go. And Pearson will just, with a hiss, say, "Silenced this one."
Okay. It's the guards' turns. So
Let's get out of here.
let's see. Okay. The first guard, the one that Pearson you did, he's going to swing at you and spit out the chicken. Like, it's going to take his turn to spit it out. So he's not going to be able to make any noise this turn while he tries to attack you. He's rolling for your AC. Give me 1 second. Okay. There's that. So. Versus your AC, 21?
I believe that's a hit. Yes.
Okay. That is going to be... Oops, wrong spreadsheet. Sorry. That is going to be 21 damage. And he spins the rest of the turn...
Okay.
Because it's not just a matter of spitting out chicken, it's chicken being forced into his mouth and
Into
throat.
his
So
mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
it's not the easiest to get out.
It's not like it was a bite.
This other guy who's been hit really hard and charged by a dragon, hang on, give me a second.